Hello, my name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox Healer. This is a general tarot card reading designed for June. This is designed for Aquarius. Wherever you have Aquarius in your chart, you might find that if you've been drawn to watch this, that there is something that resonates here for you. You may well find, if you've followed me previously, that my channel name has changed. I'm now Gentle Tarot. I'm still Jen. I still do nothing salacious, nothing unpleasant. I do Gentle Tarot, so I changed the name of my channel from the Unorthodox Healer to Gentle Tarot to hopefully get YouTube algorithm to push out my readings and my work to people who are wanting something gentle, something to hold their hand, something to just give us some reassurance and a break from all of the sort of dramatic, sometimes quite disturbing tarot channels that are on YouTube at the moment. So you're very welcome here, Aquarius. I only take cards that jump out at me, and I tend not to take reversals. June is about diving deep into your emotions about yourself, what you want, who you want, where you want to be. Mercury and Gemini are ruling June, and that means that there's going to be a lot of communication. There's going to be a lot of honesty, a lot of maybe soul searching for you as well, Aquarius, as to who you are. It's still a continuation as well from where we were in May, which was about being your authentic self. And now it's you need to be going from thinking about how you can be authentic and being yourself and knowing who you are emotionally as well. And now it's about actually putting that into practice and being the things that you want to be, rather than just thinking about who you are and what you want to do. So we shall see as to what cards want to come out. I think that they fell out. I only take cards that jump out at me. Goodness, I love that one that did a backflip. I only take cards that jump out at me, and I tend not to read reversals. I am going to take that one because that one tried its darndest to get out. And the universe seems to have a lot to say at the moment, and you can see that there are cards which have sort of jumped out, didn't quite make it. So Aquarius, the underlying energy that we have is the Death card. Don't be scared of the Death card. The Death card is about change, and that's very much what the point that we are in the year, the point that we are at in the year, that this is all about you changing who you are, what you want to be, where you want to be. June can be a really profound month of change for you, Aquarius, because all of the planets, we've got Pluto and Uranus and Saturn, who are really huge planets, really sort of putting the cat amongst the pigeons at the moment. Don't settle for second best. Don't settle for fine. What is it that you want to do? Who is it that you want to be? And it's a beautiful card to start with, the Two of Wands, because that's exactly about making decisions as to where you want to go and where you want to be. So we have the Two of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. I should say that June seems to be a month where the universe has quite a lot to say, because I've had lots of cards. These aren't quite as many cards as I've had previously, but there's still, you could see the energy within the cards, that there's a lot going on. So not only do you have the Death card, you have the Tower and the Devil as well. Then you have the Sun. I did actually notice when I picked the cards up to start off with, to start your reading, when I split the deck to start off with, the Sun was there hiding. Then you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, and we end with the Hermit. So, as I said, Aquarius, the Death card the Death card is change. But it's a good change. Everything that happens to us happens for a reason. If we're not on the right path, the universe, as we have the Tower here, the universe will try and lead us in one direction, the direction that it wants us to go. If we're not listening or we're resisting, it will do something to make us sit up and listen, try and keep getting us back on that path. So the Death card isn't something to worry about. This is about embracing change. This is about you wanting change, that you are perhaps feeling stagnant and stale in the situation that you're in at the moment, that you have this desire to change something. And June, now in that we're in a position with the planets as they are, that now is the time to be taking action. So we have the Two of Wands with the Tower, Eight of Pentacles with the Devil, the Hanged Man with the Sun, the Queen and the King of Swords, and then we end with the Hermit. Lots of major arcana cards here as well. So this is something that you've been thinking about for a long time, Aquarius, and it's about time that you did something about it. The Two of Wands is with the Tower. As I said, the Tower is about change. This is about enforced change that the universe may bring if you don't make the decision yourself. And the Two of Wands, as I said, is absolutely about making things happen. This chap is stood here, he's looking very dapper. He's got his hand on one wand, his other hand has a world in it. He also has this other wand here, which is sort of secured to the wall. What is it that you've been there and done? Because wands are opportunities, wands are things that happen or you want to happen in your life. And you've been there and you've done something. Perhaps this is just your life as it exists so far. And now you're sort of going, right, I want a new change. I want to be doing this. Or what is it that I want to be doing? If you're familiar with something called Saturn return, that is something which happens, it kind of happens around our 20s and then it kind of happens around our 50s as well. And that is literally the midlife crisis thing. Not only happens in midlife, but it happens kind of early 20s too, where the universe sits you down and says, right, what's going on? And this is what's happening to you, Aquarius. And it doesn't matter how old you are, but that is something which is almost guaranteed to happen at your 20s, early 20s and early 50s, that you have this life crisis, this questioning thing going on as to why you're doing what you're doing and whether you want to still be doing it. And this is where you are, regardless of how old you are, Aquarius. What is this thing? What is this dream that you hold in your hand? And why aren't you doing it? The universe is saying, come on, we want you to do it. And if you don't do it, we're maybe going to help you do it. Stop procrastinating. Stop being scared of the fact that there is this change coming or that you need a change, that you are stagnating, that you have so much more to offer or the world has so much more to offer you. And you either can't see it or you're too scared to see the opportunities that are here for you. The next two cards we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Devil. The Devil is you being trapped, that you are in a situation that you feel as though it's difficult to get out of. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is all about work. It's about money. It's about your profession. It's about working hard to produce. Are you not doing this thing because you're worried about money? Is it that you want to give up your job and you want to do something completely different? Is it that you want to go traveling and you want to explore and you're fed up of where you are? And maybe you do wish that you could jump out of the window whilst nobody's looking and just go and do what it is that you want and get rid of these responsibilities. The Ace of Pentacles could be just the responsibility of family life, or that you have people who rely on you. But whatever it is, this is the thing that's tying you and is stopping you being able to do this thing, this dream that you have. Now, the next two cards are the Hanged Man and the Sun. Again, two more major arcana cards. So you've been thinking about this for a while. The Hanged Man says, stop and look at this from a different perspective. Everything has a solution. If, God forbid, something happened to you and you couldn't work, or you couldn't look after the people that you currently look after, or that you just couldn't have the responsibilities anymore that you currently have, what would happen? We all want to believe that we are invaluable, that, you know, I was in a job for 3 years and I'd convinced myself, and I absolutely worked myself into the ground, made myself quite poorly because I felt that they couldn't do without me. What actually happened was that I ended up getting signed off sick, and I didn't really find out as to what happened after that because I cut all ties with them, and I just decided that I needed to heal myself. And it did really hurt me that I found out that I wasn't irreplaceable and that they couldn't do without me. But we are all replaceable. And as much as that hurts us sometimes, and as much as we like to think that people can't do without us or our work can't do without us, it can and they can. And this is the time to start realizing that you need to stop living for other people. It sounds cruel to say that you need to stop feeling as though people can't do without you, but you need to look after yourself. You need to see that you are irreplaceable and take that as a positive. Take it that you can leave a job, you can leave a responsibility behind, and somebody else will step in, or something else will happen, or a routine will be changed, or, you know, that whatever the issue is, it will get solved, and it won't be you that has to solve the problem. And you need to get into this different mindset by becoming the Hanged Man, of saying, hold on, am I actually tied to this thing? What is it that is making me feel as though I can't stop it and go and do this thing that I really want to do? When you do change your mindset and change how you look at this situation that you feel like you're trapped in and you can't get out of because of a sense of duty, you're going to see things very differently. And you will see that the Sun card here is here to open your eyes to the fact that you have every possible opportunity, you have everything within your grasp, should you wish to step away from the shackles that the devil has given you and go and look for happiness. Go and find what it is that makes you happy. What is this thing that you want to do, Aquarius? And don't make the universe make the decision for you. Or I still wonder as to whether you do actually just want to jump out of the window and run away from the responsibilities that you have, rather than sort of face up to them and explain to people that, you know, and start to say no to people, that you physically can't do that anymore. And you don't have to explain yourself either. Don't justify your actions. We all are on this earth once, as far as I know, and we all deserve to be happy. Free yourself from this responsibility, these duties that you feel beholden to and bound by. See that you only have one chance at life, and absolutely go and do something that makes you happy. Now, the next two cards are the Queen and King of Swords. I kind of get the idea that there's somebody that you want to be doing this with, that you have. The Queen of Swords is somebody who's you will be very you'll become very sure of yourself and what you want to do and why you want to do it. Once you've gone through this journey of realizing that you're not as needed as you believe that you want to think that you are. And you'll have this clarity. You'll have this clarity that truth is the way forward, that you will see that your current situation can be changed, that you can find other people to do the work, or you can, change things, put in place plans that free you from this Eight of Pentacles situation where you're trapped. I do still feel with the King of Swords that there is somebody that's either somebody who's going to help you with this and get you out of this Eight of Pentacles situation of being trapped and feeling as though you're duty bound to continue in the situation that you're in, or that you have somebody that you're wanting to do this thing with, and that you are literally the Queen and King of Swords, that you both have realized that life is for the living. That, and this doesn't have to be a romantic thing. This can be a friend, this can be a family member, a brother or a sister who you both go, yes, I've been wanting to do that too. Let's go and do it. Let's go and find what makes us happy. And there is this camaraderie that you have found somebody who is your tribe, Aquarius, who wants the same things as you, sees the world the same way as you, and wants to go on the same adventures that you do as well. The last card is the Hermit card. When you go through this journey, Aquarius, the Hermit card is really beautiful. In this in this deck, the Hermit is coming down off of the mountain. Some decks differ. The Hermit, when he's coming down the mountain, shows that you have developed self-trust, that you don't rely on anybody else to give you a pat on the back, that you don't have to be in this Eight of Pentacles situation anymore, where you did things out of duty, you did things to perhaps try and please other people, to get that recognition from others that you felt that you needed. And when you've moved away from that and you've realized that life is short and that you aren't really needed by these people or in these situations as you first thought or have been believing for a long time, that there is this self-love, there is this knowing within you that perhaps you don't think the same as a lot of the other people around you. The general consensus is that we need to work hard, we need to make as much money as we can, and then we buy cars, houses, lots of material things, because we want to sometimes keep up with the Joneses and the neighbours and buy fancy things. And it's also because we think that sometimes that's what makes us happy. It's something that we're conditioned in. But the Hermit here is you having come through that that you know that money isn't everything, and you know that things aren't everything either, and that you really have this opportunity and this ability to break free of this and find your happiness based on what it is that makes you happy. And the hermit is you knowing that money isn't the thing that makes people happy. It can be the small moments. It can be having a really beautiful cup of coffee in the morning. It can be listening to your dog snoring, who you love, and she's old, and you're just grateful for the fact that you have every day with her because you don't know how much longer you've got with her. Or it might be that this King of Swords person doesn't have to be a masculine. You know, there is definitely somebody here. It might even be an animal that you want to do this Two of Wands thing with, that they're on the same page, and that it's sort of you two against the world, that you don't conform anymore, and that you just want to go off and be different and find the thing that makes you happy. And there are two of you on this horse as well. So it doesn't surprise me that this thing that you're wanting to do is with somebody else. So change is coming. Embrace the change, Aquarius. Embrace the fact that rather than jump out of a burning window, just go and be honest and realize that you don't have to make a big drama or a big excuse to change the way that you're living. You're not as needed as you believe that you are. Everything has a solution. If you weren't here, people's plans would change, things would change, so that without you, everything would continue as it did previously. So don't feel beholden to being trapped in the situation that you're in, Aquarius. I hope this has resonated. If it has, I would love to know what this Two of Wands is that you're wanting to do. If you'd like and subscribe, that would mean the world to me as well. If you've enjoyed the reading, there's a link in the description so that you can support the channel. Enjoy June. It sounds as though it's going to be a really exciting month for you, Aquarius. Let me know where you are in the world. It always amazes me as to where my readings get to, and I will speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye.